All right, let's record. Okay, guys. All right, welcome to your April challenge orientation call. We designed this just for you, just to make sure that we set you up for success right away to win in this month of April. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we're just going to be going over. My first intention is just to really get to know each other and then create an atmosphere of success, celebrating each other. And that's the environment that you're going to be able to win in, is an environment where we're all celebrating each other and we're all on the same page and we're all ready to go and we know what we're doing, and just know we will fall off track sometimes. I'm telling you, just be ready. In these 21 days, you will have all types of emotions. You will be excited. You'll be, oh my gosh, is this for me? Or is this even going to work? There's going to be all kinds of emotions, but no, that's okay. And that's what's going to happen. But we're going to be here together to say, okay, time to get back up. Let's try again. Let's do this again. Okay. All right. So I know some of you have already been in the chat, the accountability chat, being consistent. Some of you have been in the challenges for a very long time. We even have coaches that have been doing this for 5, 10 years. So I just want to share some wins. Think about what are you joyful about? What are you excited about? I want to create an atmosphere of celebration. So who would like to go first?
I guess I'll go.
Yay,
Um,
go ahead.
hey guys, what's up? My name's Bui. I'm from Hobbs, New Mexico. My win that I'm really proud of myself of is actually I have quite a few. Um, I had surgery, so I faced a big fear of getting surgery done. That was my very first. So I'm proud of myself for going through that. Um, Healing and recovering has been a challenge, but I'm 2 weeks post-op and I'm getting back into my walking again, which is the exercise I like to do because I like to earn my medals. But I finally hit 10K today. So it took me forever to get there, but I'm finally doing 10K. So first time since the surgery. So yay.
That is so impressive and that's so motivating, because a lot of us, have never experienced that type of situation. And it's still hard, so you overcoming that challenge and sharing with us, you just did 10K after having surgery. Oh my gosh, that is so powerful. Everybody, please put some fire, some fives in the chat for Bria. All right, so here we go. Who else would like to share? Share a win so we can celebrate with you. What are you excited about? What are you proud of? And if your heart's beating and you're like, should I? Yes, that's you. You should. Or you can even put it in the chat. What are you excited about? Like, what are you proud of yourself? It could even be just being here today or even saying yes, to joining and investing in yourself. That's a super win. I'm gonna call you out because I feel like you're already winning with that smile, Darlene. Share with us. What's a win so far?
A win for me is putting myself first and joining this challenge and um and and having a community like this to hold me accountable. I'm a mom of two people. One is a girl, she's 25. She just bought her new townhouse, so I'm very proud of her for that. Just 3 years out of college. And then I have a son who's 9 years old. They're 15 years apart, and he's a hockey player. So I've been doing a lot of hockey within the last 6 months, and so I haven't been putting myself first. And so this is a challenge for me to um, include in my transformation of myself. So I've been in a class to transform, and this is a piece of it, to transform my mind, transform my goals, and just transform, me building myself up and moving to my next in my life. So I got a lot going on with the others, but I got to put me first. So I'm happy to be here.
Wow.
Thank you, ladies.
Yes, yes. Everybody put a 1 in the chat if you can relate with her, putting yourself first and how challenging that can be. We always want to put our work first. We always want to put our kids first, and then we feel bad, you know. So then understand you're going to feel that way. You're going to feel guilt. You're going to feel, those feelings like when you have to say no, and you have to put yourself first. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to have some breakthroughs through this. So Darlene, thank you so much for being vulnerable and sharing something that we could all relate with. All right. So one more opportunity. Who would like to share a win?
Oh, sure.
Okay, go ahead, love.
So just recently I was approved to go back to the gym, start easing back into things, which all that could change when I go to the Mayo Clinic in May. Um, so it's been a struggle over the last week and a half, but ready to take things to the next level with my nutrition and fitness. And I actually also just found out that I start immunoglobulin infusions this week. So not sure how that's going to be on my body, but I'm here with you guys. So we're going to do great.
Yes, yes. I saw you working out and I was like, yes, this is like a dream come true. Like everybody's like, I don't like working out, but I don't like anybody telling me not that I can't. You know, like I want to decide on
Oh,
my own to not work out. Thank you very much.
oh, exactly. And I've gotten told you need to ease into it, but I was afraid to go back
Mm,
because of how my body felt or everything that just going through and what they're saying this autoimmune disease could be because it's an inflammatory muscle. So we'll see what happens. I just didn't want to hurt anything further.
yeah,
But
I see you walking by. What am I saying? Yeah.
yes. So everybody put some
but
hearts and some tens
I
in the
was
chat for Julie.
I was told that it's a must for me to work out to delay losing everything.
That's beautiful. That's great news, right? That's great news. I totally understand that feeling, right, of just uncertainty and things like that, but just that eagerness, I wasn't able to walk for 2 years and I was able to still maintain my weight and, my sanity because I was in this community. If I wasn't in this community, I just don't really know where I would have went mentally, and so we're able to stay on track the best that we can when we're in this type of community. So, we have 20 people on the call right now, and that's just a few of us that are in the challenge. But this is the feeling, right? This is the feeling. We're here at present as we can be to each other. Even though it's on Zoom, there's still a collective goal that we have. There's still a collective energy that together we see each other's challenges and we can connect. It doesn't matter our race, our background, our religion. It doesn't matter nothing right now. We're connecting on a different level where we can rise up and, just like Darlene said, transform, right? So who's ready to transform? Put a 10 in the chat. Let's go. All right. Okay. Let's see. Darlene, put a thumbs up if you could see my before and after. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right, my name is Atoya Garcia from Las Cruces, New Mexico, now living here in Hawaii. Before I got started, I was I would what you would call skinny fat. I had a bad digestive system and I was just really depressed and low energy. And now after my transformation, my energy's through the roof, right? Who needs energy? We all do. Energy's through the roof. My digestive system's on track and I feel amazing. I'm in the best shape of my life and I'm going to be turning 41 this year. And I just feel like I keep getting better. Me and my wife have been on this mission for 15 years to help people transform their lives. So you guys are part of our dream come true. So thank you so much for participating in our 21 days where we're going to transform not just our bodies, but our life. You guys get the meal plans, the supplements with the #1 nutrition company in the world. We have healthy recipe videos, workout videos, accountability, how to, and a $10,000 cash prize. Thank you guys so much for some of you guys being patient with me when it comes to the code word. I threw out the wrong code word. Did you guys know that? I did. Somebody who is on here. You're like, excuse me, ma'am, that is not the right word. April, she's like, no, I know the code word. So, what is the code word? Put it in the chat. Where's Otis? We need Otis. Otis on here. Because I told Otis the wrong one. Let me send him the Zoom link. Let's see if you guys know the code word. Could it be persistence or persistent? Because it does make a difference. It does make a difference. If it does not have the correct word for word, letter by letter, we cannot accept it. Okay, so what do you think is it? Is it persistent or is it persistence? Put it in the chat. One more. Come on. It is persistent. Okay, so here's an example of doing your video. Make sure you can see the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, and you stand there for 3 seconds and you turn around. Okay? Can you guys still hear me clearly? Sometimes when the video plays, you can't hear me, but you can? Okay. All right. So who has taken their before picture? Put a 10 in the chat. If you've already taken your before picture, put a 10 in the chat. Okay, good job, Alejandra. April, Lori, great job. Okay, so great job, everybody. Okay, you still have time. You still have time. The sooner the better. Okay, the sooner the better. It's a way that it's a non-scale victory that we'll be able to see. I'm telling you, we've had our people take their before and after, and they're like, I'm so thankful you encouraged me to take it because now I can see the results. Okay, so we have to track your results. Okay, so we need a picture front, side, and back. Okay, and then in the Telegram chat, there's the link and we also text it to you, that we're gonna need you to click on it and be able to read exactly how to take your before and after pictures. And there's a 5-minute video on how to take your before pictures. Put a 1 in the chat if you've watched that video. There's a 5-minute video on how to take your before pictures. It's in the Telegram chat and it's also in the link. Okay. All right, multiple times, exactly. Good job, Liz. Okay, and if you need any help, please, we have a lot of people on here, 621-9879. Okay, so that's my number. You could reach out to me, you could reach out to your coach. We're here to help you out with this, okay? Because this is a huge, important step, okay? So things are new now. You get to upload your picture on your own. So if this is your first challenge, this is your first time. And then also, if you've been in the challenges many times with us, this will be your first time too. First step is to take your picture and send it to us because we need to make sure that it has persistent on it as the code word, okay? Persistent as the code word. And we need to make sure that we can see the top of your head and the bottom of your feet and that they're taken correctly. Once we say yes, Do you see where you uploaded it and it says pending approval? You see that in the middle? In orange, it says pending approval. Okay. And then once on our side, we approve it, then it'll be green. So make sure you double check and make sure it says approved. Okay, because it's been a couple of days and it hasn't been approved. It might be on our side, and we need you to let us know. Okay, so put a 10 in the chat if you're going to agree to follow that step where you take your before picture, you send it to us, and then you upload it. Put a 10 in the chat. This is going to be so helpful, I promise you. Especially when you get to look back at it and you're like, wow, this is how far I've come. The first picture is the hardest pictures to take. Actually, all of them. Sometimes it's very challenging. But but the first one is definitely hardest because it's like, this is it. All right. Okay, good job, everybody. So we're gonna go to the next one. Okay. All right. So are you in one Telegram chat or in two Telegram chats? Put a 1 if you're in one Telegram chat, not the Shape of Hawaii one. I mean like the accountability one. Okay, the accountability, because you need to be in, you're in 0. Okay, no problem, Darlene. Okay, so there's a link for the one that we're all in. So it's about 20 of us, 30 of us. We're here, we're chit-chatting with each other, posting our, our meal preps, things like that. My wife, she's gonna post that link in the chat right now, in this Zoom chat, so you can get in that accountability. Okay. If you're not in the one that the WeDoTransformation has for us, and you can click on mute, so it can you mute all of your Telegram notifications. Okay. There's one that WeDoTransformation has that has really valuable like mini challenges, like how drinking water, and it's really, really cool. So my wife just put the chat, that's about 20, 30 of us in the chat right now. And if you're watching this recording, please contact me and I will send you the link if you need to get in. So make sure you click on that link. And if it's your first time clicking on the link, make sure you put your name, where you're from, and your goal. Introduce yourself, okay? Because we're doing this together. And then to get into the other Telegram chat, you go into your WeDoTransformation app and see the little circle that I have on the bottom left where it says chat. You click on there and then you click on Challenger Chat. And if you're a coach, you click on Challenger Chat and you click on Coaches Chat. So for us coaches, because there's brand new coaches on here, we need to be aware of what's next. So in the coaches chat, they always send us reminders to help us to keep in touch with our challengers. Okay, put 1 in the chat if you guys understand, if this is clear about keeping into, this is an important process because accountability, is important. There's certain things that I will do in the morning and I won't do if nobody's holding me accountable, because nobody knows my goal. But if I have told somebody like, hey, I'm going to wake up this time and I'm going to send you a picture, then I have to set up myself to do that. And that helps me to stay accountable. Okay, so you can do that. You can post your workout in there. You can post your food. You can post your water. You can post your Herbalife shakes, your products, whatever it is. You can message each other in there. I love when I see you guys motivating each other on there. It really, really helps, especially when we also get the opportunity to meet each other in person. All right, so this is new. The app is new. It's fairly new. And so we have a lot of awesome things on there that you could see right here. We have the workout plan, the meal plans. We have different types of, when it comes to vegan, if you're vegetarian, if you're wanting to gain weight, lose weight, whatever it is, we have something on here for you. And you're able to access all of this from your phone, and you can save all of these and download them on your phone. So if you don't have access to the internet, you could still be able to do any type of workouts, okay? And once you're done with the workout, or once you make one of these delicious meals, post it in the chat. We want to recognize you for completing that, especially when you're making those different types of meals that taste good and they're good for you. Okay, So these are just like a screenshots of what you'll see inside the Telegram in the WeDoTransformation app. So in the WeDoTransformation app, your homework is to go in there and click on everything. See if something you want to try out. You know, see if you're wanting to do certain workouts certain days and make a plan for yourself. Okay, let's give it up for Coach Terry and Coach Dennis. They made a front page news over here with their results. You know, so just in 21 days, Terry was able to get definition in her body by taking the creatine and the meal replacement. You know, so we have also other products when it comes to the 24 line. Recovery is super important. CR7 from Cristiano Ronaldo has electrolytes that helps us out throughout our workout. Prepare, pre-workout, which is clean, good for you. It's a healthy because it helps you out with your blood flow. And then the BCAA. So we have different products. So, you know, get back with us if you're interested in any of these. And so cool, we have a personal trainer that has created a gym workout. So has anybody gone to the gym and you're like clueless? You're like, it's the elliptical again. That's all I know. You know, now you have some options on what to do in the gym. But before we move on, let's put some fire in the chat for Terry. Hey. Coach Terry, we're so proud of you. Let's go. All righty. Coach Terry, are you on? Are you on right now? We would love to hear from you if it's possible. Because those results are ridiculous. Share a little motivation. We got Darlene on the line here too. All excited when she saw your picture. She's all, that's my coach.
That's my sister.
Oh, Sister Darlene. Family affair. Let's go.
Kevin. Hey.
Yes, give us some motivational words. Like, what was it? Like, how did you, you know, how did you feel with those results? Like, what are some things you overcame? What can you share with us?
So for me, I basically felt like I was not really having the motivation that I needed to stay focused. So I would work out and I was busy, but I wasn't really receiving any kind of results. So I felt like with the challenge, it actually helped me to focus every day. So as busy as I would make sure because I was doing the challenge, like no matter what time, it could be 12 midnight, I would still do my workout. And I knew that like with consistency and that which is what I needed, it would help me. And at the end, my challenge was to get abs. And when I started seeing like results, I was like, so it's about consistency, y'all, and the product.
Yes. All right. Put some fire and some tens in the chat for Coach Terry.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Yes, those are incredible results, especially in 21 days. All righty. Okay, so these are the ones that I highly recommend that you download on your phone. But the one that says 21-day challenge, simple guide to healthy eating, please, if it's possible, print it out. Print it out, not just print it out, but study it. Study it, look it over, because these are the things that are going to help you. Make sure you also read the challenger's guide so you can know the do's and don'ts. And then this is what's in the 21-day challenge, simple guide to healthy eating. You're going to learn about water intake, meal prepping, portion control, fitness recommendations, and you're going to be able to get more on track with your wellness. Okay, so here's some tips. So if you're in the weight loss and you're trying to figure out how much protein, it's a palm size. Palm size is of chicken, fish, anything like that. If you're weight gain, it's 2 palm size. How about carbs? How much carbs do I need to have? It is also a small portion of your palm size, okay? A palm size. And then healthy fats. What are healthy fats? Okay, nuts, avocados are some examples. And it's a thumb size. Okay, so those are the type of things that you're going to be learning in that simple guide to healthy eating. And here's some results. Okay, there's so many people, different sizes, you know, male, female, it doesn't matter. When you get these products inside your body, you get incredible results. You need fiber, we got it, Active Fiber. If you need more protein, we have beverage mix. I like to call it protein water. It tastes like Kool-Aid. Prolessa is amazing, shrinks fat. and helps you curb your appetite. And it'll shrink around your waist the fastest. Beauty booster helps out with collagen. That's why we're looking so good at the age of 40. All right. And simple probiotics, if you had a bad digestive system like I used to, it really, really helps. And if you have a coffee addiction, the protein iced coffee is fire. So those are a couple of things that we have going on that will help you throughout your entire challenge. And if something you're interested in, just let us know. So sometimes we just bypass hydration. We get it. Like I get it. I need to drink water. We all know that, right? I've heard it many times. I need to drink water, but why? Right. It helps the nutrients go throughout your entire body, right? Think about it like a electron, right? If you have electro wave and you have water like going throughout your entire body, it helps out everything when it comes to thinking, sleep, weight loss, everything. It revolves around the water that's inside your body. So, some suggestions, like the goal, right, is a gallon of water. When my wife said that, like 8 water bottles, I was like, Lord, I'm gonna drown. Like I was like, I'm gonna drown. Like I was really over dramatic, but she's like, you can do this, So I just started off with, 4 water bottles. And then I was like, okay, 5 water bottles. And then I gradually got to a gallon. Still, it is very challenging every day. But what I've noticed is I'm getting better results, definition in my body, and my stomach's not bloated. I'm like, my digestive system is on track. Like I feel really, really good. So here's some tips that you could use on knowing how much water your body needs is your weight divided by 2. So get your weight and divide it by 2, and that's the minimum of ounces of water that you need to drink. Well, maybe you're like, well, water, I can't stand it. No problem. We have aloe that has different flavor. And we just got our grape aloe. So we just announcing grape aloe. We have grape, mandarin, mango, and original grape is so delicious. And you could also put like limes in there, oranges in there, cucumbers in there. You got to mix it up. Okay. So our goal is to help you to continue to drink more water because it'll help out when it comes to your weight loss.
Yes, so he can be in the house with us.
I think of water like flushing down the toilet. Like if you're not drinking water, you're not flushing on a molecular level your cells and all the gook that is collected. So Herbalife is the bomb. They know their stuff. They know their product. It's a no-brainer, and you get results really fast. Just follow the process.
Yes, yes, Darlene. Thank you so much. All right. And so, you could also screenshot this. This gives you an example. Okay. I want you guys to be able to have those 2 shakes. 2 shakes a day, guaranteed. I want you to try me. Like try, like say, is she serious? Like, will I really lose weight by taking 2 shakes a day? Well, you'll never know unless you do it. Try me, try it out. Guaranteed weight loss when you have 2 shakes a day. Okay, eating every 2-3 hours, making sure that your snacks have about 10 to 20 grams of protein. Make sure your meals have 20 to 30 grams of protein. Okay, so follow this plan and I guarantee you're going to get crazy results. Okay, even if you're still eating unhealthy food sometimes, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I get it. We're going to eat those unhealthy foods, but we're just going to work on eating healthier foods more often. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you're down to do that. Eat healthier foods more often. That's it. That's all I ask is healthier foods more often. Put a 1 in the chat if you're down with that. Because I know you guys are addicted to different places. I know you're still going to go over those places. Okay. But we're going to eat healthier more often. So most of you got the shake protein and the shaker cup. Who's loving the shaker cup? Yep. Woo, woo. All right, so I'm just going to suggest, whenever you're ready to add the tea and the aloe, because the tea is going to help you burn 90 calories, boost your metabolism, and give you a lot of energy. And that's the aloe that I was sharing with helps out with your stomach. We also have the lift-offs that help out with mental clarity and short-term memory loss and mental fatigue. A lot of you guys are soldiers. Thank you so much for your services. And, a lot of us just work hard. All of us, all of us. Some of us have 2 jobs. And then at 3 jobs, if you're a mom or a dad, taking care of another human being, so the lift offs help out with mental clarity, which really helps out to stay focused on what you're doing. The Prolessa, put 100 in the chat if you got crazy results off of Prolessa. I'm going to share with you some results of some people that have crazy results by using the Prolessa. Shrinks fat around the waist fast. All right. So what to expect from the challenge, right? Expect to have healthier habits. Create a new routine. even get new friends. You'll be able to gain new friends here. You'll be able to have a great support system, and you'll be able to be more consistent and disciplined, right? Mentally stronger to say yes to the things you want and no to the things that you don't want. So here is an example of the results, right? Give it up for Liz. She's done 4 back-to-back challenges, and this is going to be her 5th challenge. Look at these results. Right? This one on the left was in 21 days. Everybody, take yourself off mute and let's congratulate Liz.
Yeah, I was gonna
Woo,
get.
Yay!
Congratulate,
Liz,
Congrats,
congratulations,
Liz.
Liz.
Woohoo!
Congratulations.
Are you on the line, Liz? Share with us your results.
So I'm driving right now, so I'll just speak. I just wanted to say that it's been a very rewarding experience. It's not just the physical results that has transformed me, it's the mental results because I have tried other methods. Like I've tried dieting, I've tried intermittent fasting. I tried so hard to work out every day, and it's just something that I have struggled with. But as I started to see my mentality change, when I would work out on the days that I didn't want to, um, it also changed the way that my day went with my kids. And like the whole reason I started this is for my kids. So if they can start to see the difference and they're enjoying doing this with me, and the journey is with all of us, it just motivated me to keep going. So now I'm trying all the products. I wanna get more results, and I want to show other people that they can do it too. And it's really amazing. Like I really encourage you to try something different. Not everything is gonna work for you, but you're gonna see something. You know, you're gonna learn so much about yourself, and that's the best part.
What's your favorite product?
Um, Well, I can't get away from I love the cookies and cream Formula One, which is funny because I don't even like cookies and cream anything, but it's my favorite. And then it's mint chocolate. And then I just started the creatine,
Yeah.
and that's really good for during your workouts. And then my next product that I'm going to purchase is the recovery drinks because um, I'm usually sore after any workout that I do, especially the fit camp workouts. But when I started getting the recovery drinks, I don't feel sore. Like it's really weird. It feels like magic. But
Right.
I'd have to say those are my top 2 things. And I'm currently doing the probiotics and the cellulose, I think it's
Yes,
called.
cellulose.
So probiotics, amazing. Cellulose, just started it, so I can't really speak on it too much, but I would recommend probiotics if you have a hard time with your gut health. That's something that I've always struggled with.
All right. Yes. Good job, Liz. Thank you so much. And now we bring up Jessica. She's done 7 21-day challenges back to back. Can you guys believe that? That's super, super consistent. Jessica, I don't know if you have a moment. I just put you on blast. Jessica,
Yeah, I'm here. Can you see me?
can we see Jessica? Yes, we can see Jessica.
Okay. Hey, everyone. Yeah, I've been moving around, but I sat down for a minute. But yeah, what do you want to know?
Well, tell them, to me, it's a big deal who you are and what you know with your knowledge and being able to get, consistency. 7 challenges back to back. That's not easy. Just share a little bit about that with us.
Yeah, so when I first got here, maybe a month or 2 after I got here, I met Latoya and Alba at the PX, and I knew I wasn't exactly where I wanted to be. I've been struggling with my weight like all my life in the Army, and you would think that like I would have this down pat, but I'm also a dietitian, so again, you would think that I would have this, all together. But even for me, it's a struggle because I have genetics, I have my love of food, all of that, and so for for me to stay on track and get on track is a huge thing for me. So I met these ladies. They invited me to Fit Camp, and I joined the first challenge in September. And I started to see that I was getting stronger, getting faster. I had just taken a PT test, and I did okay, but I knew I wanted to do better. I wanted to gain more lean mass. I wanted to lose some body fat. And so just, month after month, I just kept joining because, it was working for me. It was maintaining that consistency that I needed in order to, get closer and closer to my goals. So for me, that's huge. That's why month after month, it just kept happening. And all of a sudden, here we are at 7. So I'm excited. And like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's great for me. Thank y'all.
Yeah, and this is gonna be your 8th. So everybody take yourself off mute and give it up for Jessica and her consistency.
Woo
Right?
woo.
Great
Woo!
job,
Yay!
Jessica.
Woo.
Thank y'all.
So she was even sharing, even a coach needs a coach. Okay. Even the greats need somebody to hold them accountable. So I'm so happy and proud of you guys for saying yes to this. And now let's give it up for almost 12 years or 12 years, 12 months, 10 months of consistency. Give it up for Lori. Woo!
Woohoo!
Wow. 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 Lori, are you on the line? Can you share with us how
Yes, I'm here.
possible?
Um, it's really has a lot to do with the community. I really think I tried just like everybody else has said, other things, and they just weren't working. And I've gone through, I counted it up the other day. I've gone through 16 different surgeries since I was medically retired from the military. And so, with that being said, a lot goes on in your psyche, in your brain of, I can't do it anymore. I'm just going to have to just deal with whatever I have. And I'm just going to have to deal with whatever cards I was dealt. And it wasn't until I went on a trip with my sister Angela to the East Coast to go back home to visit family that she's like, oh, well, I have my shake stuff and it'd be nice for us to use that while we drive so we won't be so full and feel so yucky and get so tired. Because we were driving straight through. We were not stopping from Las Cruces all the way to Tennessee. So I was like, okay, no problem. Sounds good. And then I was like, wow, this stuff tastes really good. And then she shared a little bit more about it. And I started not last year in November, but the year before that. So that was 23. And I didn't stick with it. I didn't have the motivation. I didn't have the support group. And I was using it just for when I knew I was going to be out and about because I didn't want to grab greasy food. And then that turned into June going, oh my goodness, I'm almost back to how much I weighed when I had my son. This is not good. I can't keep up with my kids. I've injured myself. And it's because I allowed myself to get comfortable with being defeated in life. And so then I was like, okay, get serious, get back over there, go talk to people at the club, talk to my sister, tell her, hey, you got me started on this. We need to do this together again. And so we did. And I didn't stop and I didn't look back. And with not being allowed to exercise, I went from 178 and I'm currently 147.
Wow.
So I've dropped pant sizes. There's clothes in my closet that I go, those were practically new. Now I got to figure out who to give them to because they fit me so baggy. It's not even funny. And with each challenge, I learned something new. Every challenge, I learned something from somebody else. And I'm like, oh, that's great. It makes it perfect for me. And so, like today, I'm getting my stuff ready. I have physical therapy in the morning. So I have my, oh, geez, if it'll come through, I have my containers ready. And one of it has my prepare in it for in the morning after I have my shake. And then the next one has my rebuild after therapy. And then I always carry a serving of the Bev mix with me because I know I'll have water with me. And that way, if I get stuck and I don't make it home when I plan to be home, I have that with me and it's an easy dump it, shake it, and go. So that's been a blessing. The tea, I finally put it into my routine consistently, and I'm like, yay, great. I'm not having that 2 o'clock drag or even 1 o'clock drag where I can't make it through the rest of the day. I can't keep going. When I know I have to travel, I do take the lift offs with me or the total control, just depending on what I'm doing and how much liquid I want to consume for my drive. So if I don't have as many rest stops between point A and point B, it's total control. If I have plenty of rest stops, it is the lift offs because Angie would tell you we've stopped on the side of the road before and I ran and hidden behind a bush. Because when you gotta go, you gotta go. So
Well, I'm super proud of you, Lori. These results are incredible. Everybody, please take yourself off mute and let's congratulate Lori one more time for her consistency. This is going to be her 11th 21-day challenge here in April. Good job, Lori.
Congratulations, Lori.
Congratulations, Lori.
Good job, Lori.
Wow.
Bomb.com.
Yes, super motivating. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So what to expect from your coaches, okay? Expect us to work on, doing our best to guide you all the way that you want to be guided, okay? That's our goal. We really do our best to figure out what type of coaching you like and work in that area. We're communicating with you. We're always creating some type of on Sundays, something to attend so you could learn more. Our check-ins, encouraging you, and then being here for you. This is our job. This is what we do. This is our purpose. We wake up in the morning to help you. You guys give us purpose. So always remember, you could always reach out to us and ask us any questions at any times. So what do we expect from you? Full commitment. Okay, playing full out, honesty. Who's willing to be honest? Because we have those depression days. We all do, guys. We all do. And I get it. You don't want to message no one. You don't even want you message your own mama. You're like, I ain't messaging her back. I'm not going, I'm having a hard time today. Just let us know. I'm having a challenging day today. Thank you so much for the check-in. I'll message you back as soon as possible. Something like that. Put a 1 in the chat if you're willing. 1 in the chat if you're willing to just give us a little, maybe a thumbs up emoji. That's when you're really going through it. When you're like, thumbs up, I ain't saying nothing, but here's an emoji. That's all we want is communication. And if you can't message us at that moment, no problem. No problem. We've had challengers that message us maybe twice the whole 21-day challenge, and they got great results. Okay, because we knew that they were working full time and all of that stuff, but we're still going to do our part. Okay, and staying positive and stay encouraging in the chat and stay motivating and stay full of hope because we will get through this. We will get results. Okay, you got to have faith and belief in what we're doing here. Okay, so some of the coaches here, we have Eddie, we have Evelyn, we have Dwayne, we have Sonia, we have, the newest ones here. We have Coach Terry. I try to get everybody in there, Beniesa. And then our brand new, just recently, we have Coach Liz, Jess, and Esther. If you can please take yourself off mute and let's congratulate our newest coaches.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Woo, woo.
whoop, whoop. Yeah.
Yes, congratulations. We're super proud of you guys. All right. And then so we also have VIP members. A lot of you guys have become VIP members where you get a discount on the next challenge. So no, that's possible, okay, for everybody. And we also have Shape Up Hawaii, okay? So our goal is to transform how many lives? Who knows the answer to that?
1 million?
1 million?
1 million.
1 million, okay? And we can't do this alone. So we're looking for more coaches. So if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to grow, if you love helping people, you're here for the opportunity. Okay? Because anybody can become a coach. If you want to help somebody and you love helping people, like join us. Okay? So you could either become a coach or an ambassador, where you just invite people to the challenge, invite people to the shape ups. And if you're here in Hawaii, our next shape up is when?
April 26th.
Yes, April 26th. Guys, we had 80 people. And guess what? We have enough coaches and people attending where now Shape Up Hawaii is in your WeDoTransformation app. So it's so cool that it's on there. Make sure you register today because we're going to be recognizing you. If you're here in Hawaii, we're going to recognize you in at the Shape Up. And if not, no problem, because we're also going to have a call where we're going to recognize you the fourth Sunday. Okay, and I'll post that schedule here in a second. So here's our Shape Up Hawaii flyer, and then here's our weekly free community workout schedule. Okay, so we're now in Honolulu. Give it up for Coach Kev. Coach Kev is leading the way on this, and we have Coach Terry in there and Sandra doing so good. I think the most we reached on our third one was like 10, 15 people. So we're still out there doing our thing. Wahiwa's doing good, reaching 30 to 40 people. And then we have our shape up on the 26th. All right, so the next call is on the 13th. Okay, we're gonna have a nutrition chat call, and that's just to give you more information. We do these calls every Sunday at 4 p.m. for you, Hawaii time, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. This is for you. So you can learn, you can grow, we can come together, celebrate. And then on the 20th, there'll be no class because it's Easter Sunday. And the 27th, we're gonna celebrate all of us together because many of you guys are not here locally, but we get to celebrate you together. And once again, make sure you do register for Shape Up Hawaii. So what's your next step? Okay. If you haven't joined the 21-day challenge and you're here to take a look, the first step is to join the challenge. Invite a friend because it's always more fun when you do it with a friend or family member. Really helps you to stay more accountable. Take your before pictures, send it to us. What's the secret word? What's the code word? One more time.
Persistent.
Persistent. So make sure you get the correct code word and then register for Shape Up and then post in the Telegram, I'm committed flex 45. So 45 years we've been in the business. So we're going to flex and show the impact that we're making. So in the Telegram chat that we have, post I'm committed flex 45. Who's willing to do that with me? Put a 1 in the chat if you're willing to be committed. Flex 45. I'm committed. So everybody in the accountability chat, and I know Darlene. Darlene, did you get in? Yeah, okay. All right, okay, I'm gonna leave a couple more minutes for some questions. Does anybody have any questions? And you could always feel free to ask us anything, anytime. This is our job. Our job is to be here for you guys. All right, so let's give it our all. We were this close to getting a winner of the $1,000. Okay, we had a challenger that was this close. Okay, so who would like to go for winning the money? Put a 10 in the chat if you're like, I'm gonna go to win the money. Who's gonna be our winner? Win that $1,000. Let's see, who do we have in there? I'm gonna say Darlene. That's what I'm gonna put in there. I'm gonna put in Paris. Hey, committed. Let's go. Alejandra, win. All right, so if you guys just can turn on your camera really quick, I would like to take a group picture. So Mo, Jessica, Jen, Liz, Kara, Denicia, Esther, Alejandra, Adriana, Gabby, Jarrell, Rayal, please turn on your camera. Let's take our group picture real quick. Paris, You turn on your camera, Jessica. Jessica! Kara. All right, we're gonna take it. Terry. All right. 1, 2, and cheese. Yay! We did it! Everybody take yourself off mute and say, let's win!
Love you
Let's
guys.
win.
Let's win.
Win.
Let's win.
God bless you guys. See you in the chat. See you next Sunday, 4 p.m. Same place, same time. Bye. Same link.
Bye.
Bye.